Aloha, true believers. It's Joe Pal Spider-Man. Come on, Cadre. Got a strange little box here. This is what I use for my standard travel razor. So this is the last razor I brought with me. I've got one of those little desiccant packets. This will absorb moisture. So when I'm all done, I can just close this up and this will help dry it out. You can see I've got a little piece of foam in here to protect the razor from bouncing around, and I stashed a couple of blades behind there. And then inside I've got another pack of blades, and then I've got the head safety razor and my razor blade all together right there, and then the handle in the bottom, and then another piece of foam in the back. So this keeps everything nice and compact. When you want to take it out, I just grab my handle, screw it into the razor, and we're good to go. So I usually just keep the blade in there. I think I recently changed this one out, so this probably only has a couple of shaves on it. But I never keep track of how many are on it, so if I just get a bad shave, then I just grab a new blade and put it in there. So this is my normal travel razor. This just stays in my dock kit here. And if I'm only going for the weekend or something, this is the only thing that I really worry about taking. Since I'm here for an extended time, that's why I brought additional razors with me to get some more variety. But if it's just a weekend or a few days, really I'm only gonna worry about bringing my Tech, because Tech is a great razor and always get good shaves with it, so it's easy. So I'm gonna grab my Oz brush again, and I'm gonna use my tub of CBL. This is the Ghost Dragon's Blood. So yesterday after work, I decided to go into the bay that's right outside my hotel. It's kind of a bay, but the beach right in front of the hotel, to try snorkeling. And was actually pleasantly surprised by what I saw there. Actually saw 2 sea turtles. Got video of both and pictures of both, so those will be uploaded as soon as I get a chance. I still need to go through the pictures, and I want to kind of splice some of the videos together. So as soon as I get that done, I'll get that stuff uploaded. I saw a stingray, and I was swimming around with it and following it, and then I popped my head up and saw that it was about 10 feet from where everybody was just swimming around and stuff, and people who weren't snorkeling, they're just in there in the bay swimming, and they have no idea that this stingray is even that close to them. Not that it's going to do anything to them, but its tail must have been at least 5 feet long. It was crazy. And then just saw a bunch of other fish. So the Hawaiian state fish is the reef triggerfish. And the Hawaiian name for it is Huma Huma Nuka Nuka Apua'a. So almost every time you get in the water, you're gonna see one of those. There are 2 different kinds of triggerfish, the reef, and I forget what the other one is, but they both have the same Hawaiian name. But they have different markings on them. This shape is kind of rough. So I think when I finish this pass, I'm going to change the blade. Grab the Persona blade that was in the back. There was a Vashgod in there. There we go. But the water was a little bit calmer, and so the visibility was a little better. The coral was not very great, which I guess is, from what I've heard, kind of the normal for around here. Like, not super good. Like, nothing really pretty. There's a few like rain corals and a few other things, but most everything just looks like rock with stuff growing on it. The sea turtle was munching on some of the vegetation, so that was kind of neat watching them. And these things were huge. Like, their bodies were like the same size as my torso. Much smoother. After I got done with my snorkeling, got back here, took a shower, I went back to the Masonic Lodge again to meet with a different group of guys who are part of a different lodge. There were some of the guys are members of both, well, several lodges. So I did recognize a couple of guys from last night, or from the night before. And this group, there's a little bit more socializing afterwards. So when the meeting was done, they pulled a table and some chairs outside, and everybody grabbed a beer, and some of them smoked cigars, and I didn't leave there until about 10 o'clock. They said some nights they will be out there until 2 or 3 in the morning just chatting away, which is kind of the part of the fun of Freemasonry. Is just the brotherhood and hanging out and talking, and that's something that a lot of the time in Masonry you don't get, because we don't have opportunities like that. Usually we just chat for a little bit before and after lodge, but we don't sit down and make time to just hang out. Something I wish our home lodge did a little bit more of. This Persona blade feels so much better. There's another lodge function tonight. It's in a different location, so I gotta figure out how to get there and see if I'm gonna have enough time to get there after work. And then there's another one on Friday. Now the cooling is really starting to kick in and ramp up on the Ghost. I want to try to get out and hike Diamond Head this week, which is a iconic feature of the island. And it was it's the remnants of an extinct volcano. And they've got a hiking trail that goes up the whole thing. It's pretty well paved and steps for the most part, but it's still kind of steep at parts. I hiked it last time I was here. But great views from up there. It looks down over Waikiki Beach, and then on the other side of it you can see the taller mountain range. Just a good easy hike. It's nothing like going through the jungle or the forest, and you always have sure footing at least. I did get a little weeper. My chin, I think I cut open one of the places that I got with my CJB. Let's see, where's my styptic pencil? And I did go buy a big witch hazel to make sure that I would have enough for my whole trip. So now I don't have to be stingy with it. And today I'm going to use my travel bottle of Barbasol Pacific Rush. Which is pretty high in menthol, and so that will accentuate the cooling feeling I'm getting from the Ghost Dragon's Blood. And all aftershave, if it's worth doing once, it's worth doing twice. Alright, so there's my shave. Again, look forward to getting some pictures in my Hawaiian vacation thread of the sea turtle and the stingray, and I got a couple of the close-ups of some other fish. So we'll get those up, and then I also got some video that I'll splice together and post. So be looking forward to those on the shavingcadre.com, and I'm Spider if you're looking for my threads, and mahalo for watching. And just in case you didn't know, mahalo means thank you in Hawaiian. So thanks, bye.